presentation of the National Football League.
We have a dandy on tap from Pro Player Stadium today. The San Diego Chargers and Junior Seau looking to put the clamps on Miami, and Ricky Williams kicking off right after this.
Here we come! Ricky!
Subway presents Fresh.
As we welcome you back to Miami, it's not too early in this first season of 4 divisions in each conference to peek at the AFC playoff picture. If the playoffs were to begin today, Denver, Tennessee, Miami, and Pittsburgh would be in as division winners. San Diego would be one wild card, and so would Oakland by virtue of tiebreakers. Let's go down to Armen Keteyian.
Thanks, Greg. You know, you think with 2 runners like this, they'd have a field day, but not so fast because they're facing the number 2 and number 3 defenses in the league against the rush, averaging only about 92 yards per game. Zach Thomas telling us to slow down LaDainian Tomlinson. They've got to be conservative to stay within their matchups. On the other side, Junior Seau telling us yesterday, we've got to attack. We've got to be aggressive, particularly up the middle, to slow down and disrupt the blocking seams for Ricky Williams. Opposite philosophies, Greg, but quite an attraction. Back to you.
You bet, Armen. Thank you. There's Marty Schottenheimer in his first year as the head man of the San Diego's Chargers, and he has turned things around. There's Dave Wannstedt, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in year number 3 here in Miami.
Armen's after my job. He's down there analyzing the game for me. But that was good. Good analogy of what to look for here today. Usually when we do a game, we just talk about the quarterback so much, but it is about the running backs for both of these teams.
Ronnie Jenkins, number 28, is deep for the Chargers, who have won the toss and will receive the kickoff from Olindo Mare, and we are underway. Jenkins from the 5 to the 20, 25, 30, and all the way out to the 34-yard line before he is brought down. 29-yard return, and there's a look at Drew Brees in his second year in the NFL. And the Charger offensive line, keep an eye on Tonio Finucci, the biggest man on the field, 365 pounds. Here's Drew.
To beat the Dolphins, we're going to have to contain their pass rush. We're going to have to be able to run the ball successfully. We're going to have to be efficient on third down, take care of the football, can't turn the ball over, and make big plays when we have to.
Cam Cameron is the man behind the Chargers. Upstairs, the offensive coordinator of the San Diego Chargers. Brees calling signals, first down from the Chargers 34. And LaDainian Tomlinson gets the first carry out over the 35 to about the 38-yard line. A look at the Miami defense, the front 4, Ogunleye, Bowens, Chester, Jason Taylor having a terrific season with 9 sacks. The linebacker, Zach Thomas, in the middle, playing in his 100th regular season game. Rogers and Greenwood on the outside. And the talented Miami secondary, Patrick Surtain, having his best season. His 5 interceptions have him tied for the NFL lead. And the man who runs the Miami defense, defensive coordinator Jim Bates. Double tight end on 2nd and 7. Was under a heavy rush and unloaded right to Thomas.
You're right, Greg. You heard Drew Brees say the keys to the game: protect the quarterback. When you play Miami, what's really changing this defense around is Jason Taylor, number 99. He gets past his guys, gets in Drew Brees' face. He throws it before he's ready. Zach Thomas takes the air and throw.
What terrific hands by Zach Thomas as he pulled it in from behind.
Yeah, it's a nice catch. Watch Jason Taylor. Inside, beats the double team, does it so fast, Ed Ellis cannot even help out the person to the inside.
Thomas's first interception of the season. Ricky Williams with the ball up the middle, inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. 14 yards and a Miami first down.
Well, Ricky Williams, again, the speed, when he sees an opening, because of his speed, he can really take advantage of it. Jamie nails. Wade does an excellent job with the block. Good job of blocking inside, and you can see right away the power and speed of Ricky Williams.
Miami's red zone offense clicking like none other in the NFL. right side, just shy of the 15-yard line. There's Ray Lucas, the quarterback. And the Miami offensive line, anchored by veteran center Tim Ruddy. On offense, Coach Dave Wanstead isn't looking to any one player to carry the load today.
When we've had the most success, we've done a good job of distributing the ball around. We feel like we got a lot of guys that can make plays, and we go into each week, trying to approach it from the standpoint that, hey, every guy has to be ready to be the guy to step up, no particular one.
Lucas to throw on 2nd and 8. Throws, it is complete inside the 10 to Chris Chambers, who bobbled it and held on. You see one fan there had a little hiccup in the heartbeat.
Well, when you watch this Miami offense, Greg, so much has been said about it. And we talked to Dave Wanstead, Ray Lucas taking over. The one thing they've done, as Ray Lucas has been the starting quarterback, they're starting to adjust to his skills. They're calling plays and putting in plays that suit what he does best. That's one of the reasons why he played so well last week against Baltimore.
3rd and 1. Lucas throws. Conrad out of the backfield. Inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Miami.
Good play call in 3rd and 1. Defenses in the National Football League, they think you're going to run. They attack the line of scrimmage, and that is why Robert Conrad is wide open out in the flat.
Rob Conrad, one of those awfully happy to see Norv Turner arrive as the offensive coordinator here in Miami, because he told us on Friday he knew he was going to begin to get the football more than he was before.
Yeah, he says it's lifted his spirits to be part of it. All he's looking for is just a couple catches a game. That's enough to make him happy. There was one.
On 1st down, Ricky Williams dodges inside the block to about the 1.
Greg, we talked about this Miami offense. Ray Lucas, when I watched some TV tapes of it, I saw his game against the Buffalo Bills, his first start. Then I saw his last game against the Baltimore Ravens. And the difference, just how he looked to me when the camera was on his face, was it was a 180-degree turn. He's more relaxed, playing the offense, just trying to execute the plays that are there and not make the plays himself.
Lucas calling signals on 2nd and goal. Williams again. May have even lost a yard on this one.
Yeah, Jamal Williams on the inside and Marcellus Wiley both get past the line of scrimmage and get in the backfield. Look to the offense's right side. You're going to see 75 shoot through. And then big number 76 on the inside brings Ricky Williams? Yeah, that sounded pretty good. Ricky Williams down. That's what San Diego wants to do all day long. Try to get in the backfield, crowd the line of scrimmage, and stop Ricky Williams before he can get his speed up.
Let's see what Norv Turner's offense has on 3rd and goal from the 2. Pass to the corner. Overthrows Chris Chambers, his intended receiver. And onto the field comes the field goal unit.
Well, Ray Lucas, early in the game, he plays it safe. That's what it was. Just a safe throw, trying to make the perfect throw. Anytime the corner turns around, just throw it over his head. He has a tough time reacting, but Lucas being smart early in the game.
Olindo Mare will get this one away from 20 yards out. Mark Royals, the holder. Good snap, good place down, good kick. 10:06 to play. First quarter. Off the turnover. The Dolphins get a field goal and lead 3-0.
So, how was Florida?
Nice.
A lot of pretty girls on the beach?
Yep.
Probably wearing bikinis, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty girls in bikinis.
Right now, fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by December 12th. So get packing.
You are now free to move about the country.
are these?
Magic business binoculars.
How do they work?
You look through them, you see the future of business.
Wow.
The future sure looks different.
What do you see?
It's a 3D holographic projection of the world to come.
Things move fast. Everything's integrated. Everything works in real time.
How do we get everything to work?
I don't know. It says I need another quarter.
Zach Thomas's first interception of the season set the Miami Dolphins up for a 29-yard drive, and Drew Brees now looking for his chance to make amends.
Worst thing for a quarterback, I promise you when I tell you this, to throw an interception on the first attempt, it becomes a mental game. Just fight through it. Just you got to tell yourself, well, might set records today. Just got to keep throwing it. Especially for a young quarterback.
November just isn't Drew's month, is it? You know what, though? Miami, or the San Diego Chargers, come into this game with a fairly decent 7-3 record. Jenkins awaits the kick. And we'll take it at the goal line. To the 20, and out to the 22 or 23-yard line. Drew Brees and the San Diego offense go back to work when we come back right after this.
The sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in a play. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky, look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
Thanks for being designated driver.
No problem, man.
What's up? Make a left up here. Hey, Mr. Fisher! Okay, make a quick left and then slow down. Sydney! What's going on? Make a right on Havermeyer. What's up? Make a left on Jackson.
Dude, where exactly do you live?
I'm right back by the bar.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 37. AXA, your future, your way. And by Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
And these aerial views, courtesy of the Goodyear Blimp Stars and Stripes. It was back in 1960 when the Goodyear Blimp first provided live aerial coverage at the Orange Bowl right here on CBS. Brees and the Chargers go to work from the 23-yard line. Tim Dwight in motion, and the give is to Tomlinson, and not much there for Tomlinson as Jason Taylor wraps him up. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, we talked about a little bit earlier, Craig. Jason Taylor is having almost a phenomenal year. And you don't even look at some of the numbers. The sacks, beats the block there, just disrupts the plays. But when you have a pass rusher that the other team is always worried about, and that's every time we do a game, they say, got to stop Jason Taylor. That's a difference maker, and he has been that this year.
Brees to throw on 2nd down. Far side, right at the 1st down marker to Rashae Caldwell. One of the many rookies who has come along so well for Marty Schottenheimer. Caldwell, the 2nd-round draft choice out of the University of Florida.
Yep, you watch Charger football games every week. You hear Rashad Caldwell's name just a little bit more, and something the Chargers love to do, play action passes, roll Drew Brees to the right, and throw to the sideline. Excellent throw and catch that time.
So first down out to the 33. Left side, trying to turn the corner. Shoved out of bounds just across the 35-yard line by Zach Thomas, and now markers fly on the near sideline. Our referee today is Jeff Triplett. Getting the considered opinions of his colleagues.
Well, while they sorted out a couple of things, when you look at this San Diego offense,
After the player was not allowed, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 29 defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Zach Thomas hit inbounds. Sam Madison, where does he come from? Couldn't tell. A lot of Dolphin players around. But what I was going to say, San Diego has to find a way. They talked about it. Marty Schottenheimer said it. Find a way to get somebody to block Zach Thomas. Otherwise, he always gets outside, and he stops what looks like it's going to be a good run to a one-yard gain.
Yeah, the penalty had to come after that footage that we saw. First down across midfield now to the 47-yard line of the Miami Dolphins. Tomlinson on the right side for about a yard. Let's go back to that last play. Thomas whacked him out of bounds, and then after the play, there's Sam Madison with a shot.
That was pretty easy to see. And also, just talking to Drew Brees yesterday, the corners, Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain, very good. He says, look, I'm not going to shy away from them, but I'm not going to stay out there too long. Look outside, relocate the receiver inside, and get rid of the football.
Caught him in a blitz, and Tomlinson has room to run inside the 40. That's right up there with Wiki, isn't it?
It was pretty close. Something that the Miami Dolphins said they did not want to do. You see the blitzers coming to the right. Look at the hole to the left. Don't take a chance on first and second down and blitz this San Diego offense, because you could create a big hole for a runner like Tomlinson to get in that space, make people miss, and you got a 60-yard touchdown run staring you in the face.
Now a first down at the Miami 37, and Brees to throw. With time, throws over the middle, and that's complete to Tomlinson out of the backfield to the 25-yard line, and another San Diego first down.
Well, San Diego, a couple things. Especially last week, and even Drew Brees admitted it to us, throwing the football more on first down, making it easier for Drew Brees, always easy for a quarterback to throw on first and second down. Those are the two most productive times for a quarterback in the passing game. Don't wait to 3rd and 5 and say, pick it up.
Tomlinson. Cut down by Surtain, giving up from his quarterback position. Loss of 1 and make it 2nd and 11.
Well, we know we can cover down the field, but we heard it from the Dolphin players. Patrick Surtain, 23, is just playing terrific. Covers the guys down the field a lot. These Dolphin corners will be one-on-one, but when you come up and make tackles like that is a big plus.
On this drive alone, Tomlinson, 6 touches on 7 plays. From the shotgun, the give is to Tomlinson, who picks his way across the 25 to about the 22 or 23-yard line, and Tim Dwight loses his helmet downfield in a little collision.
You know, too, Greg, just talking about the game and strategies and how we listen to players and it forms our opinions. We talk to Zach Thomas, and usually, you know, he gives us some keys to watch for that are just ironclad because he watches film and he can really figure it out. And so we asked him about San Diego's offense, and he goes, there are no keys. There's nothing. They break every tendency almost every single week. The only tendency they have, if they do something that works, they'll repeat it.
3rd and 8. Breed over the middle, complete at the 20-yard line, and hit there is Tim Dwight by number 22, Sean Wooden. That'll be 5 yards shy of a first down and bring on the field goal team.
Well, that was a nice comeback by this Chargers offense after the interception in the last series. So a lot of good plays, executed well, and the quarterback's in rhythm.
Steve Christie kicked a 40-yarder in overtime to beat San Francisco last week. This one from 38 yards out. On the way. And good. 4:27 to play in the first quarter. And the Chargers do indeed come back and tie it up at 3.
Every good in the universe. He said he's a mirror for me. There is an evil. I must deactivate you. Why? Because you are dangerous. And the only way to conquer it, resistance is futile, is to face it. I'm a mirror for you as well. Don't be so vain. On December 13th, a generation's final journey begins. Star Trek Nemesis. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, December 13th.
What is a girl? What has she got? If not herself, then she has not to say the things she truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way.
Your future, your way. AXA. Digital camera, nothing's impossible.
Ray's mom needs glasses, but who has the guts to tell her?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you see Marie having trouble with the clock?
Time has never been a friend to Marie.
And all new Raymond CBS Monday. Monday on an all-new Late Show, Dave's got Stupid Pet Tricks plus Lisa Kudrow. And later this week, catch Ray Romano, Jack Hanna's Animal, Liza Minnelli, and George Clooney. It's all new Dave all this week.
Hey, a reminder to you, if you go online and, if Phil can, anyone can, you can get breaking NFL news, exclusive analysis, and team power rankings. It's all at CBSSportsline.com, or if you're on America Online, enter keyword CBS Sportsline.
That's not funny.
But very, very true. From the 4-yard line, Travis Minor. And the reverse to number 80, James McKnight. 35-40 and out of bounds. Davis Sanchez ran him out on the far side. Pretty good return, pretty good field position for Ray Lucas and the Miami Dolphins.
One is fun, but two is funner. One's not bad, but two's my number. Together life feels great.
Danny Werfel calling the audible, and the slant caught by Rod Gardner, and he'll have a first down at the 46-yard line. And Darryl, the Rams up front on the defensive line going with Brian Young and Damian Lewis, 2 tackles as defensive ends early on, with Little on the bench with Wistrom.
They will rotate these guys not only into their normal positions, but also get Damian Lewis and Brian Young outside to rush the passer. They're expecting now Steve Spurrier to get into a passing mode. They'll get more pressure with those guys.
From the 46-yard line for Washington, first down. And here's Stephen Davis bouncing to the outside. And the Rams pursuing, and a gain of a couple, and a penalty flag is down.
Life is best told over a great-tasting Miller Lite at a place called Miller Time.
You sure it's off?
I promise you, it's don't you worry.
Sponsored by T-Mobile. Get more minutes, more features, more service. And by Miller Lite. Life is best told at a place called Miller Time.
As we welcome you back, a look at Ray Lucas in his 5th season out of Rutgers. Came on in relief of injured Jay Fiedler 4 games ago. Lost the first 3 before bringing up a 26-7 win over the Baltimore Ravens last week. Lucas operates with Ricky Williams and Rob Conrad in the backfield behind him. He's going to throw on first down. Conrad out of the backfield, looking for a first down. Out at midfield is just short of a first down. Look at San Diego's defense. The front 4 on the outside, Marcellus Wiley and Ray Lee Johnson, put tremendous pressure on the quarterback. The linebackers, Donnie Edwards, having a great year in the middle. 4 intercepts, leads the team. He has also rung up 2 defensive touchdowns. And the secondary is anchored by Rodney Harrison. Keith Lyle getting the start at free safety today in place of Rogers Beckett. There's Dale Lindsey, the defensive coordinator of the San Diego Chargers. Gives to Ricky Williams. He has a first down and more on the outside. To the 40 and out of bounds. Run out of bounds by the cornerback, Ryan McNeil. It'll be first down. Right now, it's Jim Nance in New York for an NFL Today update.
All right, Greg, a little update here on Cincinnati-Pittsburgh. First, it was Jerome Bettis getting in from a yard out. And again in the first quarter, it's Hines Ward with his 11th touchdown of the season. That leads the league for all receivers. 64 yards it goes. 14-0 Pittsburgh. Let's go back to Greg and Phil.
All right, Jim, thank you. Boy, what do you think that does for Cordell Stewart?
Well, he came in last week, played very well once Tommy Maddox got hurt, so I think it's confidence that only helps the quarterback in a situation like that.
Ray Lucas again to Conrad out of the backfield, inside the 35 to about the 33. Junior Seau with the stop there.
Well, Robert Conrad, that's his 3rd catch of the day, and Greg, he looks so athletic and makes it look so easy for a running back to catch passes on the run. And we had a chance to talk to him too on Friday, and you said that he's happy to be part of this offense. He went to a restaurant during the offseason with his family. Norv Turner was there with his family. Norv Turner came up to Robert Conrad's father.
Ricky Williams, room to run to 20. 15. And just inside the 15-yard line for a first down. 19 yards on the pickup.
Well, and to finish the story about Rob Conrad, their son's going to be part of this offense now. But look at the blocking up front. Look at the space for Ricky Williams. The Chargers, they want to make him go side to side, but behind the line of scrimmage, not once he gets downfield like this.
Ricky Williams comes into this game the number 4 rusher in the NFL up against the 3rd best run defense in the league in the San Diego Chargers.
What makes him different is the speed once he gets to the outside.
Williams again, left side, 10, 5, touchdown. Penalty marker down. The hold against the Dolphins will bring it back.
Holding, 84 offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Second-year wide receiver Chris Chambers on the outside.
Well, it's always tough, I think, when it's a wide receiver holding down the field. They've got to be so careful. They're out in space all by themselves, so it's easy to spot. Let's look at the top of your screen. Well, it's Davis Sanchez. He's holding, but Sanchez actually looked like he had the outside of Chris Chambers' jersey. I couldn't see Chris Chambers' hands.
Lucas goes to the end zone. Touchdown! James McKnight. What a beautifully thrown ball by Ray Lucas.
Greg, I told you they tailored this offense a little more to Ray Lucas. 2 things, moving and throw it down the field. That's what he likes to do, and it is a perfect throw on the line to the outside to James McKnight, who definitely has the speed to get behind defenders.
Looks like he beat Quentin Jammer on the near side. It was the rookie, a first-round draft choice. Mari's extra two-point attempt is good. A minute 43 to play in the first quarter. Ray Lucas's touchdown pass has the Dolphins on tap. And the Dolphins head coach smiling a bit. 10-3 Miami.
Hey, look, it's only $1.
Don't waste your money.
Freeze. Pam needs a second opinion. Luckily, T-Mobile has a camera phone that doesn't cost a fortune. Carry on.
The ivory toad of Shanghai.
Hello, Buck.
Introducing the $100 camera phone, only from T-Mobile.
Get more.
Stamps. At supermarkets. Stamps. By phone. Stamps. Online. Stamps. At ATMs. Along with your local post office. Wherever you find this symbol, you'll find stamps. Conveniently located. Brought to you by the United States Postal Service.
America loved Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
Would you mind if I go back up on stage now?
I don't, but they might.
This is their true story.
Just two guys on stage goofing around.
They loved each other like brothers.
Till death do us part.
Until their breakup shocked the nation.
To me, you're nothing but a dollar sign.
It's People's Show of the Week, Martin and Lewis tonight.
Ray Lucas, who was telling us on Friday, almost passionate about it. I can play this game. I know I can play this game. With the touchdown pass. Now the kick to Ronnie James, who takes it at the 11. And doesn't get to the 25. Tommy Hendricks with the stop. Monday on CBS is an all-new night of America's Best Television, starting with The King of Queens, followed by Yes, Dear, Everybody Loves Raymond, and the #1 new comedy of the season, Still Standing. Then don't miss TV's #1 new show, CSI Miami. Plus, The Late Show with David Letterman after your local news, Monday here on CBS, America's Most Watched Network.
Greg, you talked about Ray Lucas. He said to us, I know I can play. I have deep faith in my ability. But he goes, after losing 3 straight, there were some funny things creeping into my mind. And also, which I thought was very cute, after they won last week, he says, now I can go home and sleep for the first time in a month.
He said questions come to you that you'd never expect to float through your head. From the 25-yard line, Breeze and the Chargers, first down. Batted down. Pass is incomplete. Let's go down to Armen Keteyian. Armen.
Thanks, Greg. And Phil, you're talking about Ray Lucas and that emotional experience he had. He said it was the longest month of his life. And the turning point, he said, really came last week when Dave Wannstedt told him, he said, go back and look at the preseason films when you were so efficient. You were the best quarterback in the National Football League, and that's exactly what Ray did. He said, it was right there in black and white in front of me. I have to be cooler, more efficient. Let the game come to me, Greg. One series at a time. That's exactly what he's done. So interesting coming off the field. One pump of the fist, then right to the bench where he's sitting right now. Back to you.
Thanks, Armen. 2nd and 10. Breeze with the pass, and that's complete across the 30 to 32-yard line. Rashae Caldwell. And a pickup of 7 will make it 3rd and 3.
You know, we've had a chance, and I've watched this San Diego team enough now, especially to talk about their offense. And Greg, I pointed it out to all of us as we were watching them on Friday that they do such a good job on offense, I think, Cameron does with the quarterback and their system, that Drew Brees very seldom has to look for his second receiver. When he looks somewhere, that guy is open or is a one-on-one, and he can get rid of the football.
3rd and 3. Breeze scoots out of trouble. Penalty markers are down, and he throws. That pass is incomplete at the 35-yard line, intended for Tomlinson. Now let's check the flag. It's against the Dolphins.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Penalty is on Jamar Fletcher, the second-year cornerback. Miami, with a season-low 3 penalties a week ago, have now committed 3 important ones today.
Well, when you play a lot of man coverage with your defensive backs, if a quarterback scrambles, there's going to be holding because the receiver changes direction, which is not natural.
Play fake, first down on the blitz. He took a shot, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30 by Patrick Surtain, and it'll be first down. And there is a marker back where Breeze took the shot. Zach Thomas is the man who hit Breeze, and it's going to go against Miami and wipe out the interception, and Dave Wanstead is livid on the sideline.
I just looked at the hit come and then looked down the field after he threw it.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 54 defense. Raised his arm. Under the chin.
Listen, there's a couple of things. This is Zach Thomas reacting on instincts, and I did not see the personal foul unless if you do it in slow motion, because his helmet smack into Drew Brees's. He never ducks it.
It might have. That's pretty close.
It did not. It did not. I don't know if Zach Thomas is tall enough to get to Drew Brees's helmet. But Zach Thomas saw that there was a double team on the defensive end by the back. He read it, and then he blitzed, and he still got to the quarterback to cause the interception.
It gives San Diego a first down in Miami territory. And Breeze is buried back at the 42, Jason Taylor.
Well, Jason Taylor's moving around. It makes it tough to get rhythm when you're playing against him. Number 69 has him. No, he goes out. Oh, he looks inside first. That has to be a mistake. It looked like he was double teamed. Fred McCrary is right. Stay to the outside. He's expecting the offensive lineman inside, but no, it looks like a blown assignment to me.
Play clock is down to 6, 5, 4. Breeze is going to have to hurry, and they might not make it. He calls timeout. Timeout is called. 4 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
I am a soldier, an army of one. Even though I am part of the strongest army in the world, I am my own force. With the latest technology, training, and support, who I am has become better than who I was. And I'll be the first to tell you, the might of the U.S. Army doesn't lie in numbers. It lies in soldiers like me. Specialist Mark DeCarly. I am an army of one, and you can see my strength.
Dave Wanstead is still arguing the call, and look at Dave Wanstead says it was his chest. Boy, is he livid.
Yeah, he is, and it's because this is a huge play in the game, and you and I disagree. I do not. Here's what it's Zach Thomas' defense. The intention wasn't there. He did not lower his head. He actually pushed him. He held up. He didn't duck it to hit him any harder. And I can see where Jeff Triplett might have thought the helmets did collide. But look at that. Oh, they definitely did not collide. That was a good angle. So, you know, it happened so fast that it can trick them. You know, I'm sure the sight line sometimes. And it was Drew Brees because he was throwing down the field when flying when Zach Thomas hit him.
2nd and 19 on the screen. Tomlinson stumbles and then gets hit and is down at the 45-yard line. Patrick Surtain came up to make the stop as the first quarter comes to a close. That is the end of the first quarter. Our score, Miami 10, San Diego 3. We'll come back to Pro Player Stadium right after this. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
I see linebackers blitz, cornerbacks too, cartwheels and splits, and foam-fingered fools. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see guys who kick, girls who cheer, picture in picture, and ice-cold beer. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I usually don't ski the Northeast. The mountains are so tiny.
I really haven't had much time for skiing lately. What with making partner down on Wall Street and constantly jetting off to Milan to be with my supermodel girlfriend. Ever ski Chevonier? Shed. Shed? Diamond Speed Shed. Is that in the Italian Alps? I love the Italian.
Looking for an even more satisfying crunch? Grab a Snickers Cruncher. Peanuts, caramel, chocolate, and crunchy.
You know, I was in the ski patrol in France.
Snickers Cruncher. Beyond crunchy.
You have done me a great injustice, Johnny. This is not fit for a man. New Blistex Clear Advance. For men, Johnny. For men. It's shine-free with tough protection, and I know about protection. New Blistex Clear Advance. For men.
When you have a big family, anything can happen.
Now, who did this?
The animals are housebroken. What? They just break the house sometimes. That's why I like the Black & Decker Mega Mouse. It sands faster, polishes, even gets into tight spots.
The Mega Mouse from Black & Decker.
Tonight, Fred Stewart is a patient with multiple personalities.
So, brown sugar, what's shaking?
And Becker hates them all.
You've heard of fun, haven't you? It's what people have when you're not around.
A brand new Becker. And here's a subtle reminder to watch a special Sunday Raymond.
Ow!
Don't miss an all-new Becker, followed by Everybody Loves Raymond, CBS tonight.
In the battle between Jason Taylor and the San Diego offensive line, Taylor is winning the battle so far today.
So far, it's almost a shutout, but you know, when you play down here or anywhere, Jason Taylor is just a terrific pass rusher. He quit worrying about his weight. He's about, well, 245 pounds maximum. Just such a tremendous athlete with speed and knows how to play.
3rd and 17 from the shotgun. The pass out to the far side, complete to Stephen Alexander, the tight end. He's across midfield, but well short of first down yardage. Sam Madison with the stop, and that'll bring the punting unit onto the field.
You know, it's interesting, Greg, as we talked about it, San Diego protects the quarterback exceptionally well at home. When they go on the road, crowd noise, little things that throw them off, there's a big difference. And the Dolphins recognize that. They're hoping for crowd noise today, but they don't need it as long as Jason Taylor keeps playing the way he is.
Darren Bennett set to kick it away. Dedrick Ward stands at his own 10. Big rush, high floater, fair catch called for, and made at the 13-yard line. 13-yard line is where Ray Lucas and the Dolphin offense will go to work after the 35-yard punt.
What is it?
Pixie dust.
Pixie dust.
Pixie dust? Magic self-healing server pixie dust.
How's it work?
Server goes down, sprinkle on the pixie dust, servers back up. Use it regularly and servers solve their own problems. Easy.
I like it. What's it cost?
It's cheap.
Cheap.
Soy-based.
Soy-based.
Biodegradable.
Looks like we got a winner.
Children.
Something has come back to collect us.
It was only supposed to be a dream. Wes Craven presents They. Rated PG-13. In theaters everywhere. Wednesday.
Looking for the perfect gift that'll brighten everyone's holiday? Just head around the corner for our new gift card from Applebee's.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Get stuffed Thanksgiving weekend.
On Turkey Day, it's New England and Detroit. Carve out some time.
Friday, LSU battles Arkansas.
Saturday, Georgia Tech collides with Georgia.
That's good stuff. Sunday, a full plate of football.
The feast begins Thanksgiving Day with the NFL Today
on CBS.
Word on Jay Fiedler is he may be a week away, more like 2 weeks away from getting back into the lineup after the broken finger. Meanwhile, his understudy, Ray Lucas, back to work. The handoff to Ricky Williams, and Williams is racked up and going nowhere. On the run to the right side, Junior Seau coming on to make the stop. No gain, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, when you look at Jay Fiedler, Greg, to go back to what you're talking about, I think a lot will be determined how Ray Lucas plays today, how the team reacts, how they do. If Ray Lucas plays well and they win, then they're not going to rush Jay Fiedler back next week going to Buffalo, cold weather, tough environment. Let the guy who's in rhythm and getting all the snaps in practice the last 5 or 6 weeks, let him play at least one more game.
Lucas to throw on 2nd down, throws far side, complete over the 20-yard line to Chris Chambers for the stop. And let's check in with Jim Nantz in New York. Jim.
All right, the Bills and the Jets at Giant Stadium, and it's the Jets on the board here. Lamont Jordan on 2nd and goal, right up the middle, and the Jets take a 10-3 lead, 11 minutes to go first half. Back to you, Greg and Phil.
Well, you didn't hear it, but that was a Lamont Jordan touchdown, and the New York Jets have grabbed a 10-3 lead on the Buffalo Bills in another big game in the AFC East. There's an incomplete pass and a penalty marker. James McKnight, the intended receiver.
Quinn Jammer, one of his strengths, I think it's on him, is that he is physical and can beat wide receivers up at the line of scrimmage.
Pass interference, defense number 51. Automatic first down.
That's the rookie linebacker, Ben Lieber.
Well, I wasn't close.
Oh, no, you may be right. He's still beating people up at the line of scrimmage, right, just legally.
Ben Lieber, we talked to him last night. Good to talk to him. He's done extremely well as a rookie. And as Junior Seau paid him probably the best compliment, he goes, he gets it. He conducts himself the right way. He respects the game, works hard, all the things you want to hear.
Ricky Williams squeezes through, 30, 35, and brought down, knocked back to the 33, Quentin Jammer making the stop.
Well, that'll upset the defensive coaches for the San Diego Chargers. They come up, they put extra people up to stop the running game that time, and Ricky Williams still finds a way to get through there and pick up 8 or 9 yards.
So a 9-yard pickup makes it 2nd and 1 for Miami. Ricky Williams, 9 carries, 62 yards on the day.
Against the 3rd best in the NFL against the run.
Williams for the first down. Bulls his way across the 35 to the 38 and has enough.
Well, when in doubt, if it looks like there's nowhere to run, just get behind big number 66, Jamie Nails, on the left side. He's big. He's made dramatic improvement. We've talked about him before, and he's able to move his guy forward and let Ricky Williams pick up a few yards.
Jamie Nails, 4 years in Buffalo. This is his first season in Miami. Dave Wanstead's happy to have him on the offensive line.
The trim, Jamie Nails. Likes himself.
McKnight in motion. Lucas to throw. Behind the tight end, McMichael. And Junior Seau gave him a little shove. Actually, more than a shove. And a few words exchanged between the veteran and the rookie. And Junior's not finished talking yet.
Don't talk to the veteran. Watch McMichael as he goes across the field. A veteran would stop, knowing because if you keep running, you're just going to run into trouble. When you feel space, stop as a receiver, even the tight end. And Junior's just having a little fun with this. I would think Junior Seau would be a guy that likes little words spoken to him up
here and there. 2nd and 10. Williams tries to find his way through the right side and makes it up to the 39-yard line.
Well, here's the specialty. When you play the San Diego Chargers, watch number 55. Man, he is getting after it. He comes, he times up the blitz, the snap count perfectly, gets into a gap. Nobody now is assigned to him, knocks the lead blocker out of the way, and allows 3 defenders now to get in the tackle because of what he just did.
I thought Junior's comment to us yesterday, this game means so much because we'll both be standing there at the end counting our pennies for the wild card. 3rd and 9. side and throws it out of bounds.
Well, offsides that time by Junior Seau.
Well, Junior prides himself on being able to time that snap count.
Offside. Defense, number 55, in the neutral zone with the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
You can see Junior Seau just a little too far that time. But why? We asked him, why do you do this? And he knows when he does it that an offensive lineman's going to pick him up, usually in the blitz, and blow him up. He's not going to get to the quarterback. But what it does, it singles up Ray Johnson, Marcellus Wiley on the outside, and allows them to get to the quarterback.
3rd and 4. Markers again. Lucas pulls it down and is on the move. He's going to run for the first down. Drop down at the 46-yard line. Davis Sanchez made the tackle, but it appeared Ray Johnson jumped before the snap.
2 offside penalties in a row by the San Diego Chargers.
Offside. Defense, number 99. That penalty will be declined. The result of the play is a first down.
So they'll turn the penalty down. Let's take a look.
Ray Johnson on the outside. Just a little too quick. Chris Chambers trying to block for the runner. Oh, and Rodney Harrison grabbed the face mask of Chris Chambers and just pulled his helmet off.
Ryan McNeil has been lost to the Chargers for the rest of the game with an arm injury. Lucas throws on the slant. That's complete. Inside the 35, and McKnight still on his feet to the 32. 14 yards and a Miami first down.
The blitz by the Chargers. Ray Lucas knows here comes Seau. That means there's going to be single coverage on the outside. Good protection. Quentin Jammer, he was beaten by James McKnight for the long touchdown. Playing it safe, playing it smart. McKnight is open underneath.
You know, as you see Seau jump in between his linemen there, we asked him about it. What do you hear up there? And he goes, you got it. No, you got it. No, you got it.
That's funny. It made me understand a lot more about why they do certain things when he told us.
Play fake. Lucas on the move. Throws. As a man. That's complete to the 15-yard line. Robert Baker, number 83, with a fine catch to stay in bounds.
That is a fine catch by Robert Baker, but this is some tremendous throw by Ray Lucas. Going away from the line of scrimmage, reloads, and still perfect spiral, enough arm strength to get it to the sideline. Dangerous throw, but he pulls it off.
I'm sorry, Phil. Robert Baker with the first reception of his NFL career. And it extends a drive that began back at the Miami 14. Williams inside the 15. Donnie Edwards with the stop.
You know, a couple interesting things as you watch this Miami drive. Ray Lucas, when he scrambled for the yards to get the first down on the offsides, he should have scrambled. The pocket collapsed. He went to the open spot. He got it. He got up, didn't celebrate. He just made a tremendous throw. 3 weeks ago, he'd have been pumping his fist and like, call a run for me. I'm going to run somebody over and do it myself. No, you know, he's changed dramatically, just emotionally in the few weeks he's been a starting quarterback.
Lucas throws far side. Oh, what a catch by Chris Chambers. Inside the 5-yard line, it'll be first and goal Miami.
What a throw. I think always when backup quarterbacks come into the game, perfect throw to the outside by Ray Lucas, everybody, and maybe I'm guilty of this too, you expect them to do exactly what the other guy did, and it should work right away. That's why you're a backup quarterback. Well, it's a little more involved than that. You've got to get in rhythm, and I'm sorry, Greg, and get comfortable with the job to a certain degree before you can really do it well.
You saw Ray Lucas's numbers. 4 completions on this drive to 4 different receivers, and the Miami offense comes into this game the #1 offense in the league in touchdown percentage in the red zone.
You know, the other thing too, Dave Wannstedt said this and it made sense. Ray Lucas is starting quarterback. Then they bring in Chris Carter. He goes, I'm trying to get him ready. Ray Lucas. I got tight ends coming back. Desmond Clark.
3.5. First down.
He had Dedrick Ward, who was trying to figure out where he was going to be in the receiver rotation, and it was a big mistake. You know, in this league, you got to define the roles for your players. You can't get everybody ready.
Ricky Williams dances to the one. Keith Lyle with the stop. It will be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Ricky Williams definitely looks fresh.
And they're going to go without a huddle.
See if it's a quarterback sneak.
It is that. Lucas doesn't appear to have gotten there.
I talked about this with Drew Brees yesterday, didn't I? The quarterback sneak. Everybody makes the same mistake. The quarterbacks do not give themselves enough space to get the power or the jump or whatever they need to get in the end zone. And watch Ray Lucas. He gets it and just kind of falls in the back of his center. Take a little step back, launch yourself in the hole that you see, or go over the top, or whatever you got to do. But you got to have a little space. All quarterbacks are always in a rush to do the quarterback sneak too quick.
And play clock going to wind down, and before it expires, Lucas uses a timeout. So each team has used a timeout here in the first half. We're coming back with the Dolphins up 10-3 and threatening for more.
Plasma HD TV, 4 inches deep from Zenith.
I gotta like that.
Introducing the Pendulum by Papermate.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Cadillac. Bold vehicles defying convention. Zenith, the ultimate authority in high-definition TV. Digitize the experience. And by Heineken. It's all about the beer. Heineken.
This drive has been a marvel of ball control for the Miami Dolphins. We've had it almost the entire quarter, and now from the 1-yard line, Williams leaps to the end zone and got it the touchdown. Ricky Williams scores his 9th rushing touchdown of the season from a yard out.
Robert Conrad leads the way. Todd Perry gets a good block. Tim Ruddy, and look at Ricky Williams go over the top.
Oh, Rob Conrad block was on Junior Seau, who plugged the hole, and over on the sideline. Jubilation for the Miami Dolphins as the extra point try by Olinda Mare is good. 6:45 to play in the first half. 3 drives, 3 scores for Miami. Jay Fiedler says, yeah, we like that. 17-3 Dolphins.
One day in the life of technology. Today, HP technology is creating miracles of efficiency. It's helping brand new brand names flourish. It's producing prodigies of speed and reproducing color the way the artist sees it. HP technology is inventing a new generation of animation and conserving the beautiful and the rare. It's powering the engine of the world economy, capturing perfect sound, and pioneering new frontiers. For the world's great companies, thinkers, and doers, HP makes more things more possible. Everything is possible.
Come on, hon, just tell me what soaps you want. This isn't really my kind of place.
Dad, I told you, lilac.
Lilac? Just use the stuff I got at the hotel.
Dad.
That's Nextel, right?
Yeah, it's...
And the chamomile, too, and honeysuckle.
How about just some soap-scented soap?
It's that cell phone with the walkie-talkie, right?
Yeah.
So cool.
You should do their commercials.
Commercials? I want to be a serious actress.
Access NFL.com now and America Online. Get live game day coverage and real-time stats at AOL keyword NFL.com.
CBS Wednesday on a special CSI. When you look through a killer's eyes, there's no telling what you'll see. CSI Special Night, CBS Wednesday.
As you look at the numbers on Ricky Williams, we understand that some of you may be experiencing some video problems, and we apologize for that. We'll try to get them fixed as soon as we can. Olindo Mare set to kick it away. Ronnie Jenkins stands at his own 1-yard line. And Jenkins will take it at the 4. 20. Hit as he crosses the 25 and is down at about the 26.5 or 27-yard line. I want to remind you, coming up, the Nextel halftime report. Jim Dion, Dan Boomer, scores and highlights coming up on the Nextel halftime report. Well, Drew Brees now antsy to get back to work.
Yeah, a couple things. San Diego, they got to get the offense going just to keep their defense off the field. And, you know, when you win an emotional game the week before, which they did, overtime against the San Francisco 49ers, you travel across the country to a team that needs the victory. Tough circumstances, and it's proved to be that way so far for the San Diego Chargers.
First down. From the 27, Brees to throw. On first, over the middle, and a fine throw and a fine catch by Steven Alexander, his tight end, out to about the 33.
Well, Zach Thomas is all over Steven Alexander. Goes up the field. Oh, he even reaches to try to catch it, but it's the perfect throw by Drew Brees where the defender cannot get his hand on it.
6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. Rashae Caldwell in motion. Give it to LaDainian Tomlinson, and Tomlinson out to the 37 and pretty close to a first down. Zach Thomas in on that stop, but not in time to prevent the first down.
Yeah, but let's watch what he does this time. See if anybody gets near him to block him. Nobody at his feet yet. Nobody gets there, and that's why Zach Thomas is free once again. Jermaine Haley, Larry Chester, Tim Bowens, all in front of him, protecting, and that's why he gets to run free.
First down from the 37-yard line. Brees throws outside Alexander to the 45 and appears to have enough for a first down. Let's go down to Armen Keteyian. Armen.
Greg, Curtis Conway has not been on the field the last couple of series, not out there now. I'm told he's got, quote-unquote, a bump on the shoulder and can return to the game if possible. But so far, that's all that's come from the Chargers on that report. Back to you.
All right, Armen, he is a huge ingredient in the San Diego offense coming into this game with 54 catches for 794 yards and 5 touchdowns, and caught 7 passes for more than 150 a week ago against San Francisco. Brees to throw. Steps up. Wide open over the middle is Alexander inside the 35 and lost the football. Tipped back in and grabbed by a Charger.
Boy, that was some play trying to save it for the Miami Dolphins. I couldn't tell. Was it Brock Marion who knocked it back in bounds or tried to? A blitz by the Dolphins. It looks like Moreland Greenwood lets the receiver go, and Brock Marion puts it back in.
And his foot was on the line. That was the cause of the whistle. Watch his foot as he steps on the line right there as he touches the football. Nice try, though.
Yeah, excellent thinking on his part. Well, the Dolphins, San Diego gets a first down or so, and all of a sudden they get anxious. They said they wouldn't blitz on first downs. They do 2 times a day, and they've been hurt both times in those blitzes on first down.
Boy, what a lick put on Alexander by Patrick Surtain. From the 29-yard line, Tomlinson spins away from the first attempt at the tackle, and that was Zach Thomas.
Oh, it's a shot. You know, I walked in, and I don't mean to eavesdrop when I do it. We were there late in the complex on Friday. Curtis Conway coming back in. But I walked into the room, and there was Zach Thomas watching film. And I said, what are you watching? So he shows me. And after about 30 seconds, I realized what he was looking at as a linebacker. I could not believe how complicated it was and how he was going to use all this information to help him on the field. But already some of the things he talked about, I've seen him react to on the field and make plays today.
Breeze going to look out here, and that's complete to number 84, Justin Peel, the rookie tight end. What you're saying is just not look and chase, is it?
It is not. It is. Don't ever think. I know they. Oh, well, this game's still about hitting and tackling, and yeah, no question it is. But getting in position to make those hits and tackles. If you're not smart, you won't get there to be a star in this league. And these guys that you see doing well on Sundays, they're the ones that are working hard physically. But more importantly now, they're putting in all the time mentally to get ready.
San Diego with a big 3rd and 5 as we approach 3 minutes to play in the first half. Breeze throws incomplete at the 20-yard line, intended for Tomlinson out of the backfield. And that will bring Steve Christie on for the field goal attempt.
Pressure on the quarterback. Drew Brees, usually he gets about as much space as any quarterback I've seen in this league to throw a football. But today, that time it was Wally Ogunleye and Jason Taylor back in his face.
That snapped a streak of 7 consecutive completions by Brees. This will be a 42-yard field goal attempt. On its way. Booking. And hit too soon for the Chargers. Much to Marty Schottenheimer's dismay and Wannstedt's delight. Score remains 17-3, Miami.
We have all the time in the world. Time enough for life.
Every day, meet Elegant, the redesigned Saturn L Series midsize sedan. Get a 2003 Saturn L Series at 0% APR, 0 down payment, 0 monthly payments for 90 days. See retailer for restrictions.
Let's see. Perfect. Which brings us to Mr. Friday.
What is that? Atmosphere? And those double glazed baby back ribs. And wherever utensils.
The Friday's take on dinner? Tonight, dig into our mouth-watering, double-glazed baby back ribs. Glazed twice for a one-of-a-kind Friday's taste. Eat what you love where you eat at Fridays.
CBS Monday, it's a comedy feast on an all-new King of Queens. You don't like her cooking? Do you?
Exhibit A.
Then on Yes Dear, the crit is ready. The family is gathering, and the baby is on the way.
You gonna finish this?
Next, Ray's mom needs glasses, but who has the guts to tell her?
Let's hide.
And it's Thanksgiving with the in-laws.
Watch how Mom and Dad get their things, and I'll start drinking. Dinner.
An all-new Still Standing. It's all here on TV's best night of comedy, CBS Monday. And later, Dave's got stupid pet tricks on an all-new Late Show.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Saturn, makers of the View redesigned L Series and the all-new Ion. And by TGI Fridays. At Fridays, try one of our delicious menu items tonight, like our double-glazed baby back ribs.
Our aerial shots, courtesy of the Goodyear Blimp Stars and Stripes, based in Pompano Beach, Florida. At the controls, Captain Marty Chandler out of Chantilly, Virginia.
That's a lot of information you're giving.
I know. 32-yard line is the line of scrimmage, and Ray Lucas going to throw on first down. Steps up, leads Williams out of the backfield to the 40. And forward to the 44, almost the 45-yard line, enough for a first down. That was Jason Fisk, number 92, coming back to administer the hit. 13-yard pickup on the play, and the Miami Dolphins in 3 previous possessions with 29, 60, and 86-yard drives for a field goal and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, just look at that first drive where they kicked the field goal. They ran it twice, and you think they would have got it in the end zone. Incomplete pass. Chargers fortunate to keep it to a field goal there.
Lucas still has it. He eludes the rush and is dropped as he crossed the 40-yard line. Jamal Williams appeared to save a big game.
Well, he did, Greg. And Jamal Williams, Marty Schottenheimer talked about him. He said, what has surprised you about this football team once you've come here? And he goes, I didn't realize Wally Williams was as good, as powerful, and as explosive as he has shown so far this season.
Did he call him Wally?
Jamal. I'm sorry.
You called him Wally.
I did, yes.
2 minutes to play here at Pro Player Stadium.
Mr. Williams.
My new baby's name is Max. He's waking up about now. My business partner's name is Joe.
This has everything you're looking for. It has
I see him more than I see Max. It's also my birthday. And I wouldn't mind working from home today.
I'ma be alright. I'll keep on dancing. I'ma keep the champagne all to myself. I'ma be alright. I'ma keep it moving.
Gateway, a better way.
Saturn Vue comes standard with 4-wheel independent suspension. Split folding rear seats for more cargo space.
Let's go. We're losing light.
And electric power steering. Saturn Vue. Get in, get away. Get a 2003 Saturn Vue at 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 monthly payments for 90 days. See retailer for restrictions.
Because we can! Yes, we can!
Professor teach that could have led to his murder?
This is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
TV's most watched new show, CSI Miami, all new CBS Monday.
Wednesday before Thanksgiving, gather the family for Survivor on a special night with never-before-seen footage.
I shook up everyone.
Survivor on special night, CBS Wednesday.
Yeah. Miami. South Beach, bringing the heat. Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Party in the city where the heat is on.
Our thanks to my partner Phil for supplying that music from his own personal collection. 2 minutes to play, 2nd and 13. From the 41, Lucas on the run, pulls it down and runs. 45, midfield, has a first down out of bounds at the 46-yard line, or maybe just scratch right at the first down marker. That's a first down.
The Chargers had all their pass rushers in that time, and the pocket broke down. Ray Lucas, you know what? You can only learn this from having playing time. He felt it. He moved right away. Proper thing to do. And because they were blitzing, there's nobody there to account for the quarterback, and he picks up the first down.
Robert Edwards is now into the Miami backfield. Lucas on the quarterback draw to the 40, inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're going to test his conditioning now. Couple runs, quarterback draw. Nice safe play to keep moving it down inside to get in field goal range. That's what you're playing for, is the field goal. And if you score a touchdown, well, of course that's better.
Under a minute and a half to play. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. got picked up. Lucas got rid of it. Far sideline. Incomplete, intended for Chambers. Quentin Jammer was right along with him, and it'll be 3rd 2.
Well, what he does this time, Quentin Jammer, that he did not do on the touchdown pass against him, he makes Chris Chambers go to the outside. He gets his hands on him. He is extremely fast. You are not going to outrun Quentin Jammer down the field if he is even with you. And Marty Schottenheimer talked about him to us yesterday, and he says he has got everything. He just needs to learn to play the football a little better once it's in the air.
Big 3rd down for the Charger defense here. Lucas, quick pass outside, incomplete, off the hands of Dedrick Ward.
Interesting dilemma right here. 1:05 to go.
They're going to go for it.
If you don't make it, you give it to San Diego with plenty of time to drive down and get a chance to get points themselves because they have 2 timeouts left too, just like the Miami Dolphins.
1:05 remaining. Miami's success rate on 4th down this season.
Well, let's see if they run a play or are they going to try to draw them offsides.
Lucas looks to this side again. Throws incomplete and the marker flag. Number 25, Alex Molden, was there. It'll be a Miami 1st down.
25 defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Dedrick Ward, here they are in the middle of the screen. Of course, Dave Wanstad's going to like it.
Dave hasn't exactly been thrilled with the officiating here in the 1st half, but he'll take that one.
That's a pretty tough call, though, Greg. The receiver came in motion. Alex Molden looked like he was in good position. I didn't see excess contact. I did not see the grabbing, but I'm not down on the field getting a perfect look at it either.
Molden had his back to the football, which isn't ever good. 1 minute to play. Ricky Williams. Just inside the 30-yard line. Clock continues to move, and now timeout is called as Miami uses its 2nd timeout here in the 1st half to stop the clock. 53 seconds to play.
People all over the world, join hands, start a love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train. People all over the world, around the world, join hands, start a love train. Let it ride.
Just a reminder, coming up 53 playing seconds from now. The Nextel Halftime Report. Jim, Dion, Dan, and Boomer have scores and highlights on the Nextel Halftime Report. Nice hat.
Yeah, it is nice. You know, Boomer Esiason's always picking on me, telling me I'm just, I'm really, really like white, translucent. I want him to know that I've been in Miami, and Greg, you can verify this. I've been tanning up, right? I look pretty tan, don't I?
Yeah, you're a regular Crayola. 2nd and 7. Lucas is Junior Seau, and the pass is behind his intended receiver. It'll be 3rd and 7. That time, Seau lining up right at the line of scrimmage, and nobody got it.
Yeah, that was a good job. He just got in there, and what it does, it just really confuses the offensive lineman or whoever's up there. Who's going to block him? They might get him, but who's got the guy next to him?
He told us the advantage that he has for doing that is the lineman can only go after him with his arm, and he says he can swim move past that every single time.
Well said.
And you thought I was falling asleep. 3rd and 7. On the draw, Williams, running room inside the 25 to the 20 and a 1st down.
Spike the ball, kill the clock, save your last timeout, and now you have a chance to throw a couple balls to try to score a touchdown. And you see what Ricky Williams has done today compared to the whole San Diego offense.
It'll be 2nd and 10 as the clock stops with half a minute to play. This San Diego defense has been allowing opponents 92.8 yards rushing a game, and Ricky Williams has chalked up 95 here in the first half.
And what this does, you're Dale Lindsey, the San Diego defense, you just go, okay, you concede the field goal. Don't gamble. Don't take a chance. Drop back. Play zone. Make them throw in front of you and make them kick the field goal. And that's what it looks like they're going to do.
Lucas, pump fake. Throws down. Incomplete. Intended for Chambers on the near side.
No chance. Ray Lucas knew it. He threw the football away.
25 seconds to play. If this attempt at 3rd and 10 fails, that man, Olinda Mare, will be up. Has a couple of extra points and a 20-yard field goal to his credit today. Third and 10. Lucas throws over the middle, incomplete, bouncing off the arm of Randy McMichael, the tight end.
Really nothing there for Ray Lucas that time. Under pressure, did the smart thing, threw it where only his guy could catch it, falls incomplete.
So Mare, from 38 yards out, will try to put 3 more on the board for Miami. Bent back toward the middle of the upright. And through. 15 seconds to play. Miami extends its lead to 20-3. I want to remind you, tonight on CBS, Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin were America's favorite comedy duo, and they loved each other like brothers until the day they shocked the nation by breaking up. CBS presents their true story in a world premiere movie event. Martin and Lewis, starring Emmy winner Sean Hayes, tonight at 9/8 Central Time on CBS.
All right, well, if you look at this game, the first half, the Miami Dolphins, no punts, 4 drives, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, and Ray Lucas was superb in the first half. And the San Diego Chargers, when you watch them, you know, Junior Seau, he's playing with some motion. He's making some plays happen, but nobody else is really helping him out so far on the defensive side. Look, some ice cubes on the head. How about when I asked Junior Seau, I said, how much longer do you think he'll play? He goes, at least 3 more years. He goes, as long as they keep sending these young guys in the league that don't know how to play, I'm going to be around.
Well, all Junior has to his credit is 11 consecutive Pro Bowls. Mare bounces it along the ground and shovels back to Ronnie Jenkins. Jenkins is down at the 26-yard line. You know, these two teams combined for a game that many think might have been one of the best ever. Oh, God, Kellen Winslow's Chargers jumped out to a 24-0 lead. But on the last play of the first half back in 1982, the hook and ladder cut the Charger lead to 24-17. Battle continued in the second half. Winslow scored on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Dan Fouts in overtime. Miami's Uwe von Schamann had a field goal blocked. And then Rolf Panershka connected on a 29-yard field goal attempt to give the Chargers a 41-38 win. And this one is not nearly as close at this point, but we have another half to play. Let's go down to Armen Keteyian. Armen.
Thanks, Greg. Coach, it seems the best of both worlds. A red-hot defense, a coolly efficient quarterback, and really chewing the Chargers up on the ground.
Well, you know, that's our style. I mean, that's kind of what we take a lot of pride in. I think what we have to do to be successful, most importantly. And, you know, we got 30 minutes, and this team has come from behind, you know, against Kansas City, obviously, and against San Francisco. 2 big, obviously, 2 excellent teams. So we got 30 minutes of football. We just got to come out the same intensity.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Greg.
All right, Armen, that is the end of our first half with the score Miami 20 and San Diego 3. Jim Nance and company with the Nextel halftime report after this word from your local station.
CBS Tonight. Becker has a new patient with multiple personalities.
You've heard of fun, haven't you? It's what people have when you're not around.
French Stewart guest stars. And here's a subtle reminder to catch a special Sunday Raymond.
Ow!
Then, before Jim Carrey and Robin Williams.
Come on!
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin rewrote the rules of comedy.
Would you mind if I go back up on stage now?
I don't, but they might. Get out of here! Will and Grace's Sean Hayes stars in Martin and Lewis. It's all here, CBS Tonight, starting at 8, 7 Central.
Wednesday before Thanksgiving, gather the family for Survivor on a special night, CBS Wednesday.
It's slam dunk time at your Ford dealer. Time to knock down 0% for 5 years on the 2002 Ford you want. There's Rangers, Explorers, Explorer Sports, Windstars, Taurus, and Focus. Talk about a winning lineup. And your Ford dealer has 0% for 5 full years on every one of them. It's slam dunk time at your Ford dealer. And the ball's in your court.
It's like you're wide open with the game-winning shot. Don't miss it.
This holiday, keep your whole family connected with extra connections from AT&T Wireless. Start with one phone line for $34.99 a month and add up to 3 more lines for $19.99 each. Share unlimited night and weekend minutes and 500 anytime minutes with domestic long distance included and no roaming charges across the U.S. Hello? Gotcha. Hurry in now and get up to 4 free Nokia 8390 phones. That's M-Life, your mobile life made better by AT&T Wireless.
It's on. For the first time ever, Toyota's Searchlight Savings Event is going on at all 10 San Diego County Toyota dealers. Get up to $1,500 factory cash back or APRs as low as 0%. There are huge savings on 02 Tundras, Solaras, RAV4s, Camrys, 4Runners, Siennas, and even the hybrid Prius. Wherever you see Searchlights, you'll see savings. Hurry! Toyota's Searchlight Savings Event ends soon.
CSI San Diego, Monday on Local 8 News at 11.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel Halftime Report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.
And welcome, everybody, to the Nextel Halftime Report. Jim Nance from our studios here inside on 5th Avenue, Miami and San Diego. And the Chargers have not won a road game in the month of November since back in '96. They've lost 10 in a row, and they're down big here at Miami, Dan.
And you look at this game so far, Ray Lucas is really playing solid early on. And Ricky Williams, they got him going. He has 83 yards rushing. Zach Thomas got an interception. Controlling the line of scrimmage right now in Miami.
All right, Miami playing well. And the Jets have won 3 straight games and up 2 touchdowns on the Bills at halftime.
Couple reasons why here, too. One, Drew Bledsoe, 2 interceptions. This is the first one off for Jay Riemensmer's hands, and Sam Garnes picks off his first of the year. John Hall kicks a field goal. But Chris Watson called for running into the kicker, so the Jets get another opportunity on this drive. They hand it to Lamont Jordan. He takes it in for about a yard. Jets go ahead 17-3. And, you know, the Jets are really controlling the line of scrimmage here, too. Curtis Martin, 84 yards rushing.
The Vikings have lost 15 straight on the road. They just got on the board for the first time, a Culpepper touchdown pass, but Brady has thrown 3 on the other side. Cincinnati was down 17-0 to the Steelers, and then a spark came from Dillon.
Yeah, no quitting the Bengals, but here's Cordell Stewart finding Hines Ward, who takes it off for a 64-yard touchdown run. Everybody wants to play against the Bengal defense. Where is the defense in Cincinnati? And then Corey Dillon does find the end zone. Too bad he couldn't do this the last couple of weeks, because this is where they stalled and lost games. But the Bengals are fighting back. Jim, you said this was going to be a close game. It looks like that's the way it's going to be.
Yep, and Cleveland down at New Orleans, and the Saints find themselves down 14-6.
If you know what I know, don't throw this ball. Do not throw it. Oh, my goodness. Brad Boyer brings that thing out. Payton goes out. And right here, we see William Green for how many, Boomer? 5, 10, 16 for Green.
Green means ground,
Next play, William Green goes up the gut for the 1-yard touchdown. 7-6 at this time. But right here,
Dennis Northcutt.
You see Dennis Northcutt, 30-yard touchdown run. They don't have a running game. You got to try to do something.
Boy, that's something there. 14-6. You know, Atlanta earlier this year shut out the Panthers 30-0. Now in 6 quarters, 58-0. Tennessee gets 2 Nedney field goals, 1 right before the half, but this was the only touchdown in that game.
And that's Ed Reed that blocks the punt. You hate to see this happen early in the game. Your special teams touchdown, 11 yards, Ed Reed. Steve McNair goes back to pass, looks for Drew Bennett, makes a nice cut back inside. Drew Bennett gets caught at the 5-yard line. Then, right after this play, Steve McNair drops back, and you hate to see it. Not early, no. Steve McNair, interception to Brad Scott. And really, they're struggling a little bit with this. You can't have the special teams turnovers for touchdown.
All right, tonight. The only two teams to lose to the Texans this year. Jacksonville and Dallas squaring off, and the Cowboys have the lead here.
Oh, this is going to be exciting. Chad Hutchinson back to pass. He's hit by Paul Spicer.
Spice of life.
Spice of life on the safety. And right here, Chad Hutchinson looking for his main target, Joey Galloway, 43 yards. That looked like a sprint. You're not going to catch him, I promise you. 7-2, Cowboys.
Only two teams to ever open a season 0-5, then win their next 5, the Redskins and the Rams. And Warner returns. He completes his first 15, including a touchdown to Troy Edwards. And the Lions at the Bears, the only touchdown here, Chandler to Marcus Robertson to put Chicago ahead 7-3 at halftime. And we'll continue here with the NFL on CBS in just a moment.
Wednesday before Thanksgiving, gather the family for Survivor on a special night with never-before-seen footage.
I shook up everyone.
Survivor on a special night. Then, just 5 teams remain in a race around the world. Next up, Germany and Switzerland. Don't miss an all-new amazing race. And on a special CSI, when you look through a killer's eyes, there's no telling what you'll see.
Officer down!
CSI on a special night after Survivor and The Amazing Race, CBS Wednesday.
Pete, man, what are we going to do? The game's on the line. All right, hook and ladder. Ready? Break!
They're at midfield with seconds on the clock. If they complete a pass, I don't think they can get it out of bounds and stop the clock. Whoa! Look at this! What a play! Oh, baby, that's classic!
This is a classic. It's all yours.
Nah, I got my own.
The size you want, the team you want. Get your own Gridiron Classic available at NFL Shop on NFL.com.
You can help bring other military families together this holiday season by joining the NFL and VFW in donating to Operation Uplink. Log on to NFL.com VFW to find out how you can provide a prepaid calling card to a member of the military who would like to call home. This year, give to someone who gives you the gift of freedom every day.
If it wasn't for football on Thanksgiving, I'd be stuck at the kids' table all day.
It's on. It's on.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel Halftime Report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.
And we welcome you back. Good to have you with us from our Fifth Avenue studios. The Nextel Halftime Report. Jim Nance here along with Dan Dion and Boomer. You can join us this Thursday as we present our traditional Thanksgiving Day NFL game with the Lions hosting the Patriots. It all starts at noon Eastern with a special edition of the NFL Today.
Thanksgiving is about family and football.
Here's to the left side. Richards wide right. Here's Longley. He's going for all the marbles for Pearson. He's over.
It's a first down kick, and it's blocked. It's blocked and rolling around at the 10-yard line. Jimmy Jones got the block, and no one. Yes! Oh, Leon Lett.
Barry Sanders slips a tackle inside the 50. 10, 5, touchdown. Touchdown to Barry Sanders.
But before the game on the NFL Today, Leslie Visser has the story of Patriots offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss. He's back with his family, back in football after fighting for his life. And Lions rookie quarterback Joey Harrington with his keys to success. Marcus Allen has that story. Plus at halftime, a live performance by Bon Jovi.
Isn't Thanksgiving the day to stuff things? Joey Harrington, you better watch out.
And the NFL on CBS will continue in just a moment.
Emmy winner Sean Hayes is Jerry Lewis, Martin and Lewis, CBS Tonight.
I love playing two-hand touch, eating way too much, watching my team win with the Twins. I love quarterbacks eating dirt, pom-poms and short skirts, fans who won't quit, and those Twins. And I love you too. Here's the football.
Daytona. Watkins Glen. Road America. Fifth and Elm.
The IS from Lexus. If you really want to see it perform, ask about our new lease. Just $399 per month for 39 months with $2,240 due at signing on approved credit. See your San Diego County Lexus dealer.
Hey Lisa, fill you up?
Oui, merci beaucoup. Ça serait très bien. Girls. 2 œufs avec du jambon. Et aussi un bout de thé.
2 eggs and ham, Jimmy.
With the new American Express card, the things you buy every day can earn you double points.
Merci beaucoup.
With no expiration dates for incredible rewards. So now, even everyday errands can be very rewarding.
Well, I guess we're in Paris by springtime. Well, if we're not fluent by then, we can get the Alaskan cruise or the spa. No way, jamais. Perry. Bonjour!